about speed. It's about toughness. It's about our time, your time. Your time's over. It's Lakewood Tiger time.
This is your brother in arms, in blood, in spirit, in soul. Out there, you have a chance to do something. You have an opportunity, all right? And you get to do this. You get to do this task and commit this opportunity with the man next to you, with your brother.
We can smell it. We can smell it. And it's go time. Everyone knows one thing. Defense, are you ready? Offense, are you ready? Tigers, you ready?
You're playing for the man next to you. You're playing for your brother. You're playing for your family. You know, don't let someone come into your house and take your family. Do that? No! You protect your house, protect your family, protect the blue and silver. Do you understand? Yes, sir! 3, 1, 2, 3, go!
Mile High Max Preps fans, we are at the big game. It is the 5A state championship at Mile High Stadium. Two teams, the best in the state. The Lakewood Tigers are taking on the Columbine Rebels.
Here, fellas. This is what you play football for. This is why you wear these pads and come out here for opportunities like this. This is why you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and bust your ass all during the summer for moments like this.
Oh, diggity, let's get this thing started. It's warmth in numbers. By the thousands, the faithful comes out in the cold to see this one. This is the big one. And right away, running back sensation for the Tigers, John Greer gets things moving. A few hard runs early by Greer helps the Tigers feel out the Columbine defense. Another quick plunge by Greer here picks up a few more, but it was the Columbine defense who was feeling out the Tigers. And right away, Columbine was sniffing what they were up to. Ball is on the turf, and the Tigers are forced to punt. Columbine is going to start the show with their own patented ground attack in the form of Bernard McDonald, scattering his way down the sideline for a nice pickup, and then to the other side. McDonald with the pitch out, sharp cut up the middle, add to it a patented spin attack, and you got yourself a big pickup. It wasn't long after that someone would let the Tigers out of the cage. Dejon Whitaker, first a tackle in the backfield, then on the big screen, a sack. Granted, it would be a defensive penalty that would move the ball forward for the Rebels. The Tiger defense was not done yet. First, a demanding stop at the line on Cameron McDonald. Next, Lakewood's Riley Collins and Sam Powell would snip out the quick toss and put it into Bernard McDonald pursuits. And what would happen next is one for the books. On a quarterback keeper, Sam Powell would straight up strip the football, and before anyone could realize what happened, he's off. 85 yards the other way for a Lakewood Tigers touchdown. Lakewood throws the first numbers on the board. 7-0. With all eyes back on Columbine to see what they were up to, it was no surprise to see Bernard McDonald with the football blazing down the sideline. It seemed like every time Bernard touched it, it was magic. Flip side, second quarter from their own 21, same business. Bernard McDonald down the sideline, blazing in for a Rebel touchdown. Check it out again on the big screen. McDonald's. I'm loving it. Call the extra point good. Light up the scoreboard. Tied up 7-7. The Rebels kicking the ball back to the Tigers, and watch closely. What John Greer is about to do with the football is something special. John Greer from end to end, 93 yards to put the Lakewood Tigers out in front.
Hey, man, I see you, baby.
Let's go. Hey, let's get another turnover. Let's fill it. Let's go.
Ask and you shall receive. Coach wanted a turnover he shall get. The Tigers coming up with a lucky one. Then the Columbine fans requesting a little defense. They asked and they'll receive. Starting with a little defense by Nick Carpinello, shoving John Greer out of bounds. Then Columbine's Josh Coy will get the momentum back on their side with a sheer brick wall stop to get the ball back. First things first for the Rebels, back to McDonald. Down the sideline for a huge gain. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Bernard McDonald up the center, dancing his way for a tough few. And then check this. Where does he come from as he just pops out of the mix? 21 yards for a Columbine touchdown. Colorado temperature slowly dropping into the teens as Dylan Nelson, with just moments left in halftime, takes it himself for a tough 5 yards. Next up, John Greer. He'll take the football up the middle and then break it to the outside, cross midfield, all the way down to the Rebel 30-yard line. Dylan Nelson, keeper. Cesar Lopez hunts it down and puts it into it. Clock a ticking, time to have a little fun. Check out the halfback pass, Connor Leadholm to Robert Condon for a nice pickup. That leaves a 4th and 1 situation for the Tigers with only one viable solution. John Greer, tough run, gets the first down. Clock drops down to under 10 seconds just before half. Dylan Nelson, the big bomb, but the defense by Nick Carpinello breaks up the play. Dylan Nelson, with one last-ditch effort to make something out of nothing, is stopped by the Columbine defense. The Rebels head into the locker room at Mile High Stadium, up by 1 point. It's go time for the Rebels, and they're going to come out just like they started, with Baron McDonald running down the field with amazing moves and speed on this run. At the beginning of the third quarter, he's already over 200 yards. Next, it was time for older brother Cameron McDonald to bust out of the mix for a touchdown. Down by 8, Tigers are going to attempt to move the football to Lawson, but he's going to pay. Jackson Moore putting the stick on. And it seemed the Rebel defense was awake now. John Greer trying to make something happen, but can't. And the Tiger fans, they're looking for their defense to make something happen. This time, they can. Another turnover gives Lakewood the hope they were looking for. Right away, it was back to business for the Rebel D, this time with a big sack by Nicholas Hofschneider, getting in the backfield fast. Dylan Nelson with a try for the end zone, broken up by Michael Burns. Lakewood is forced to go for a field goal, and after a successful attempt by Robert Chatto, we've got ourselves a 5-point football game in the 5A state championship. Justin Brown with a nice touch to Cameron McD. Cameron making moves downfield. He'll get the ball all the way down to the 10-yard line, leaving room for Michael Burns to do the rest. And that gives Dylan Nelson something to think about. Starting with a nice return by Taz Arguello, he can do just that. I don't know what they call this play in the book, but let's call it the Dylan Nelson special. A nifty jump pass for a 10-yard pickup. Zeke Dalton on hand to move the football upfield until you can find a way to get it back into the hands of John Greer. And just when things were getting good for John, he decided to make them a little bit better. John Greer, a 17-yard Tiger touchdown, and it's a 5-point game again. Cameron McDonald, superstar. A 52-yard gallop to the end zone with 5 minutes left in the game to put the Rebels up 35-23 and spread the lead. Columbine with the momentum, looking to make this a sure thing. Bernard McDonald trying to the outside, but Tiger D on it. And when you've been running the football all day, you can do things like this. Cameron McDonald a pass to Cesar Lopez the touchdown. The Rebels 403 yards on the ground, proving Andy Lowry's offense can't be beat. The fans holding up the eminent state champ sheet, but there's still a minute left in this football game, and the Tigers are going to get all out of it that they can. They came here in the big house to play, and John Greer wasn't done. John Greer gives it all he's got until the seconds run out on a beautiful Tiger touchdown. But it's just not enough, as the Columbine Rebels, the second team in school history to go undefeated and win the Colorado 5A state championship.
I couldn't even tell you, we just came out here and fought. It was wild. We just came out every game and played our hardest and played all.
Number one, baby, sum it up for him. Tell him what's up.
Hey, Dirty D, that's what's
All
up.
day long. All day long. No matter where you come from, where you go, it's Dirty D all day long.
Look! That's all I got to say is look, baby! Let's go! Wow!
Colorado Columbine. They came in and they showed everyone who is the best in Colorado. They are your new 5A state champions. For America's Source in High School Sports, I'm Champ Fuel, MaxPreps.com.